In this video I show you how to perform a transperineal examination of the pelvic floor with the Specto from BK Medical. We start with the entry of the patient ID and press the patient button. Then we fill in these values and press continue. Then we arrive to the probe selection and click on the desired probe. In this case it's the convex probe 5C1E. This leads us to the menu item presets. We can select our presets here and also save them, so that they are ready for later examinations and don't have to be entered again. We choose pelvic floor here or create our own pelvic floor preset. What values should we choose here and why? We start with frequency and select 6 MHz here. Depth 9.3 centimeters, which have been proven very well. Width so that symphysis, vagina and rectum are visible. Resolution omitted because we do not have rotation on this transducer. Distance 0.5 mm. Time 5 seconds, approximately 100 frames as fan are taken. To better understand these parameters, we go through them individually. Frequency 6 MHz. Because the representation of the entire pelvic floor has several layers of tissue and organs, we do need low frequency with appropriate range. This allows to display correctly any structures, for example bladder, which are far away from the transducer. The depth 9.3 cm guarantees that all relevant anatomical structures such as uterus, rectum and vagina sufficiently can be viewed. This is a dynamic examination technique and organ movements must also be perfectly visible. This, of course, takes some space. With a low penetration depth, for example 3 cm, only organ parts can be assessed. Distance 0.5 mm. The choice of fairly large distance of 0.5 mm is based on perspective. When taken, the image is indicated by a tilting movement of the probe in the hand of the examiner. This happens quite quickly and should above all be carried out evenly. The relatively short recording time and the large image distances, however, are completely sufficient to document the changes, for example, Valsalva. Time 5 seconds. In this short time, about 100 single pictures as fan are taken and summarized into a 3D block. This is done both in rest and during Valsalva maneuver. These maneuvers and the resulting changes usually do not take a long time, which is why the 5 seconds are completely sufficient. Summary: frequency 6 MHz. Depth 9.3 cm. Width so that symphysis, vagina and the rectum are visible. Distance 0.5 mm. Acquisition time 5 seconds. An important tilting movement of the probe in the examiner's hand. Please note that all these parameters are considered to be your personal preset and can be customized if necessary. The better you understand these settings, the faster and more independent your pelvic floor diagnosis can be. I wish you every success. Thank you very much for your attention.